Today you will begin reading Serving in the Shadow of Death. This book is based on historical events which took place in Europe during the Middle Ages. We've looked at Europe on the map many times in class, but if you have a map or a globe at home, you might want to grab it and take a look and refresh your memory where Europe is located in the world. You might think that the title sounds kind of sad or somber, and you're right, it actually is. This book is not as lighthearted as some of our others. However, I find it to be a very inspiring book. In fact, I've been reading this book for many years with my students, and it has impacted me greatly. I've always wondered how I might respond to a situation such as this woman and her daughter find themselves in. And it was interesting recently as we have this situation here in the world and we're having to stay at home, and this book came to mind very early on as I began to contemplate how I would respond. And so I'm thankful that we get to read this book together right now. I think it's very timely. And so let's look at some of the vocabulary that you're going to find today as you read. So I'd like for you to have page 107 in front of you. It should be behind your Tuesday divider. We're going to look at the back, side B, as we go over some of the vocabulary together. So grab page 107 and put it in front of you, and we're going to look at side B. Okay, and so that page looks like this. We will not take the time to go over all of the words that you may be wondering about. So if I don't cover a word that you would like to know about, please ask mom or dad, someone in your family. Some of these are words that we don't use very often, okay? So you could even look them up. Someone could look them up on Google if they need to, but let's start in the first column. I'm just going to pick a few that might be helpful for you to know. Let's look at the third one down. What is that word? It is the word dawn. You'll notice a lot of these words are going to have the aw sound that we just learned. A-W, A-U, and A-L, making the aw sound. And dawn is when the sun is just coming up. Dawn. Let's go 2 words down from dawn and look at that word that begins with a blend. Do you see the word that begins with BR? That word is brawny. Brawny. Brawny means muscled. And then let's go down near the bottom. There is another BR word. Do you see that one? It also has the word bra in it, but then it ends with ling. Brawling. Brawling means fighting. Okay, so let's go back up to the top of the first column, and I'd like for you to read down through these words with me. Okay, let's start at the top. Here we go. Awful. Raw. Dawn. Shawl. Brawny. Drawn. Straw. Draw. Saw. Flaws. Brawling. Claws. Paws. Jaws. Okay, very good. Let's look at the second column. I'll give you a second to look at those words. There might be at least a couple there that you are wondering what they might mean. Let's go down to close to the middle. Do you see the word that begins with another blend? ST. Do you see that word? Put your finger on that word. That word is staunch. Staunch. What do you think staunch might mean? Staunch actually means solid. Solid. Okay, go 2 words down from the word staunch. Do you see that proper noun? This is a very interesting word. Might be kind of a hard one for you to sound out. It is a proper noun. It's a name. And that name is Aurelius. Okay, it does have the "ah" in there. Aurelius. Say that with me. Aurelius. Okay, you will see that name in our book. And then the word right below it is squalid. Squalid. You may not hear that word very often, but squalid means very dirty. Okay, so let's go up to the top and read down through the second column together. Lawn, calling, small, also, bulk, animals, small, because, staunch, hall, Aurelius, squalid, gaunt, fault. Okay, let's go to the third column. We have 2 more proper nouns here, and these are 2 other names that you're going to read in this book. The second one down begins with CL, and that is the word Claudius. Claudius. And then the next proper noun is 2 words down from there. It begins with an M. Put your finger on that word. It's a very interesting name. It is Maud. Maud. So we have Aurelius, Claudius, and Maud. Right under Maud, you have the word haunches. Haunches. That is like the strong legs and back of a horse. Okay, it could be another animal, but in this book, it is a horse. Okay, and then let's do one more. Let's go 2 more words down from haunches. Bawl. Bawl. B-A-W-L. That means to cry. If someone uses the word bawl, they might be referring to a person crying very hard. Bawl. Okay, let's read down through this third column together. Haunt, Claudius, daunt, paunch, Maud, haunches, yawn, ball, jaunt, cawing, fawn, reminding. Okay, good job, guys. Those are some of the words you will find in your book today. I hope you enjoy reading through Serving in the Shadow of Death with someone in your family. You can talk through it with mom or dad. And then tomorrow I will read it to you and we'll talk a little bit more about it.